Okay, so a quick disclaimer before actually watching this video. I am a dumb high school student who's just trying to make it, okay? Like, bear with me. Alright, so the historical events and details that I provide may not be the most accurate, but don't worry about that, okay? It's honestly fine. You're thinking too hard about it. It's just a video on YouTube for the views, okay? I don't pose myself as a historical professor or anything crazy like that. You should be fine. Also, I feel the need to say that my audio was going through some crazy issues during recording this thing. So, the audio is going to be completely scuffed, because it wouldn't be a Yap video without some scuffed audio, now would it? Alright, enjoy the video. Okay, so I had to write a whole 5-page essay all about the potato famine in Ireland, and that took an annoying amount of time. I tried to zoom in, but I realized that I don't have Optifine. That looks very stupid. Hello guys, and welcome back to the monthly app. My name is Quen, and this is a monthly series, as you can probably guess by the title, where I yap about literally whatever it is I feel like. I mean, if you take a look at the upload date of the last time I did a monthly yap, you can probably tell I'm not very consistent, but it's okay. I made this series with the intention of not being consistent. It's something nice. It's like a break from the normal content. It's like you have the daily grind of trying to think of original, interesting, and intricate ideas and challenges for, in this case, what I'm currently doing, hoplite videos. And instead now, I'm trying to, I don't know, learn how to actually PvP, because boy oh boy, do I suck at this game. The sun's already going down. Interesting. Why did I make a diamond sword? They're like pointless. Like, get in the chest. That's how little I care about you. Let's make a diamond axe, baby. Let me go to sleep. The sun's basically down. If I'm gonna go to sleep early, just let me go. I feel like this happens every episode. I just want to go to sleep. The sun is like so low. Please. Thank you. Thank you. I see school has been taking up a substantial part of my life. Like, it's legit ruined my YouTube channel. Okay, I used to get thousands of views, and now I get hundreds. It's a complete downgrade. This is a travesty, and I am not happy. Yeah, it's like a true capitalist. I'm going to take my struggles and then use them for monetary gain. In fact, I'm not making any money because YouTube sent me an email saying, hey pal, you're not 18 yet, so you can't actually make any pennies on this video. But that's fine. I'm just using this for content. I need to make a video, and I thought this would be a funny enough video, because how often are you really hearing about the Great Potato Famine? Anyways, in true Yap fashion, this is going to be done in one take, stuttering included, so if I just ramble on, go off topic, it's part of the charm, guys. That's why it's called a yap. If you end up enjoying or want to see more of these, you should probably subscribe. They come out once a month. and that's about it. I gotta set a goal for today. Should I make a potato farm? Yeah, I'm gonna go over to the village and we're gonna make a potato farm. I know I have this wheat farm here, but I'm gonna like tear all of this up and make a potato farm simply because I can, and it would fit within the video. Or would it? Maybe, I'll give the villagers a potato famine. There we go. That's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to just steal everything from these villagers. They're going to love me. And when it comes to the actual content of this video, I figured why not just like retell the story of the potato famine, but told by me, yours truly, meaning that the story is now going to be 100% even more historically accurate, because I was obviously there. And yeah, it's going to be funny than what your history teacher would have told you. I don't care how funny you think your history teacher is. Trust me, I could do better. So here's a little bit of background context before we get into the actual famine itself, okay? The year is 1834, and Daniel O'Connell, a very important figure, okay? Remember that name, okay? Is this my horse? Why are you all the way over here? Did I just leave him? Okay, we gotta bring him back real quick. Hold on, this is unacceptable. Why would I treat my animals like this? So for starters, let me give a little background information of what the heck was going on in Ireland at the time, and maybe it'll explain why the potato famine even happened. In fact, it low-key wasn't a famine, but you'll find out eventually once I get to that part of the story. Okay, so picture this. The year is 1830, and King George IV has died. I don't remember what for. It's been a little while since I wrote this essay. But he's dead, okay? He's gone. And then this, naturally, because, like, I don't know, British hierarchy, leads to King William IV now being, like, enacted or inaugurated, or however the heck you want to call it. He got knighted or whatever, okay? He's now the ruler of England. He, like, does the things around town, okay? He's the big boss. Do I have a lead? I don't think I have a lead. This is pretty bad. Can I give you this? He doesn't want it. Okay, yeah, I wouldn't want my love either. Alright, now, that's not as important. I mean, what William IV does, or rather I say doesn't do, is really just inconsequential. I low-key just did this for the word count, okay? You don't even have to worry about King William IV. There's another guy, Daniel O'Connell. He's far more important, okay? You want to actually remember that. A little more background information. So, you see, Ireland was in debt, okay? Ireland was like a poverty-ridden country. I'm talking about, like, it was under British control. Okay, so, like, those Brits, those redcoats, they technically speaking, owned, in fact, not even technically, they legally owned, okay? Ireland was legit just a territory. They hadn't yet got their independence or anything like that yet. So, like, they were kind of just, like, the breeding ground. Not even a breeding ground. It was kind of like whatever the heck we want to do is what we're gonna do over here in Ireland. Like, if we want to bomb you, which I don't think bombs would have been substantial enough to actually cause any, like, historical damage existed yet, but in the event that it did, you know, they would have sent that bomb to Ireland just as a test. I mean, they also had Australia as a penal colony, but that will come into play later in the story. Okay, so yeah, I completely forgot to mention why Australia was important. Basically, the Brits just sent anyone who like tried to interfere or like go against the government there. They were just prisoners. That's basically it. Anyways, all that to say, like, listen, Ireland was in debt and they were having a bunch of agricultural troubles and compulsory tithe payments to the Church of Ireland. Now, this wouldn't be so bad if those Irish people actually had some money. However, they didn't. Speaking of money, these guys also do not own, like, give me this. You don't deserve this. Give me your stuff. All of this. Why do you guys not own potatoes? Isn't that not like your entire business model? Is that not all you villagers do is potatoes? How do I get a potato? How on earth do I get a potato? I'm trying to talk about the potato famine, and you guys are living through it. You guys know firsthand. Look at you. Are you a starving Irish child? Be a dead Irish child. No. Oh, you didn't see that. No. Oh, he's coming to confront me. No. Escape your problems. Run away. I don't know if I care enough to like keep this village alive. I mean, if these villagers stay alive, kudos to them, but if they don't, it's on them. That was the plan today. The plan was to famine a village. You know what? We're just gonna find another village. We'll go and famine another village. That sounds fair. Anyways, back to the plot. Okay, so Daniel O'Connell, okay, he comes into play because he actually does more work. He at least attempts to do more than like the king of Britain, who technically had control of Ireland, ever would really do. Okay, Daniel O'Connell, he tries to make this repeal Act Union in 1834, and that's basically just a long stance to try and like fix these debts with Ireland. And Ireland like comes to the church and is like, listen, understand we owe a bunch of tithes and a bunch of offerings, which a tithe is like, if you guys are not religious or Christian or just ignorant, I guess, basically they're this system where you pay the money to the church as an offering. It's like, at least in the Christian Bible, it's like you owe 10% of all of your income or earnings to God. I'm probably butchering that. I know there's like a more spiritual reason, but yeah. Here's your also religious lesson. I taught you something today, hopefully. So don't stay ignorant, you fools. Now, for the reference, I'll just call this guy O'Connell, okay, or Danny or O'Connell. It really depends on how I'm feeling. I'm probably gonna say O'Connell because that's what I have in my notes. But O'Connell here, he forms this alliance, okay, the following year. This like parliamentary alliance. It was aimed at reform, okay. Like he was trying to help the country, but it was not doing a good job because like legit no one listened to this guy. Okay, it's not like you weren't the king. Okay, and if you weren't the king, no one really cared. Give me a horse. Let's go famine a village or something. Yeah, people were legit really only listening to the king. Okay, and this guy, he had no power. He had no rule, no nothing. He was just some guy with, I guess, a little bit of money in his pocket and enough spare time to do dumb things like try to save a country. Like, who cares? Who cares if Ireland goes under? Okay, there's only about 8 million people living there. I'll just venture this way until I eventually find a village. Eventually, it's bound to happen. They give me plenty of time to talk about how O'Connell was like low-key screwing over the country. You know, I say that, but like my legit next bullet point is how O'Connell became the Lord Mayor Dublin of Ireland, which is a title I don't fully understand. I just saw it on some history sheet and was like, ooh, facts. Yes, that'll make me look really good. So O'Connell, oh, you're freezing, aren't you? Come on, get up. Okay, so O'Connell becomes the Lord Dublin Mayor of Ireland. However, he has these like monster meetings, which are like secret, reserved meetings for like him and his friends. kind of weird, I'm not gonna lie to you. Is there a bed in here? Yes, sweet. There's like these secret little meetings, and they were kind of weird, okay? He was like doing some weird shady stuff under the table that you probably shouldn't be doing, but he was doing anyway because like he's the Lord Dublin. The second you get power in olden times, and even now, you just have to abuse it. There's no such thing as a not corrupt power. It's why I have issues with authority. Ooh, it's snowing. I should like live over here or something, because I love the snow in Minecraft. It's legit my favorite. If I could live in Minecraft snow, I would. We may not have a potato famine, but we can make a pumpkin famine. There we go. We'll just take all of these. They don't need this. Not at all. So homie Danny, he becomes Lord Dublin, poses these secret underground meetings that are like super shady. And this is all just pre-context, okay? This isn't even mentioning the famine itself, but it kind of sets the characters up for like the world building, so you can kind of understand their motives before going in. They're all selfish. Everyone's selfish. I mean, let's be real, it's the 1800s. Why would they care for anyone but themselves? Okay, can you really blame them? It's a fight or flight. It's a survival instinct. It's like I'm either gonna worry about myself and my 2 gold doubloons, or I'm gonna try and save the world with my 2 gold doubloons. Like, you're not Robin Hood, pal. Chill out. After a while, though, the people kind of like take hit and realize they're like, yo, this guy's kind of full of it. He's not actually doing anything to help us, and if he is, he's failing. We could probably do better ourselves. So they try to. Emphasis on they try to, okay? 130 poor labor unions, or poor law unions. Yeah, we're leaving that in. Poor law unions form, okay? And oh, that lava looks really nice for some odd reason. So these things form, right? And they're just like, hey, here's what we try to do. We're gonna try and fix your poverty, your unemployment, and all your sort of things. Okay, we're gonna build workhouses. We're gonna try to get the people back working, contributing to society, and actually pumping out some stuff. That way, maybe our economy can like recover. Maybe we can pay back the church, because you know, it's the 1800s in England. The church like controls more than the actual king himself. Let's be real here. Notice how King George or Henry or William, whoever I said was in charge, notice how he hasn't come back into the play. He hasn't come back into the story or the limelight at all. He's so useless. Now, I'm not gonna lie, these workhouses, they kind of proved themselves for a little while. Okay, the year's still around like 1836, 37-ish. All right, so we haven't seen anything too outrageous yet. How do I get off this thing? Okay, they do end up abolishing the mandatory tithe payments, which helps out a lot because now we only have to worry about pre-recurring debt and not like any new debt that could form as a result of not paying the tithes. So pretty smart move. They also reduce like financial burdens on the populace, which again, I have absolutely no clue what that means, but I put it in that essay. That I did do. Is this gonna work? Let's see. What? Am I like messing up portals? Am I like forgetting how to do this? How do you... We'll come back to this. When I come back to this, I mean we'll come back to it next month when I decide to make another episode of this. Is this a new igloo or the same one? This is definitely a different one. Let's check this one out. Is there the thing? Oh, there's the thing. There's the thing. Yes. Yeah. Alright, this is gonna be like some free loot here, pal. Hey, buddy. I could save you. I very well could. I hope you understand that I could save you. Or I could leave you down there with this guy. And I can just take the free weakness potion and cactus. Because that's really what I came down here for. I didn't come down here for you. I don't love you. Alright. See you later. Sayonara. Bye-bye. Have fun. That's basically how the king did all of Ireland for a little while. He just like took what he wanted to, got the fame and acclaim, and then dipped. So we're on brand for today. Okay, so all that yapping and background context to get a little more background context, but not all the way there yet. Okay, so this is where the potato comes into play, because you might be wondering how the heck could the famine of like a single crop really like almost tear apart a country? And that's because this Ireland was like heavily dependent on potatoes. I mean, heavily dependent on potatoes, man. It was bad. Like, they were clingy, man. Without potatoes, it was like a crack addict in the streets, just begging to get his fix. It was, oof. Oh boy. Oh wait, right here. This is a nice spot. Let me get a screenshot of this. The world cries and rejoices at the exact same time. Can I get wet and snow? Oh yeah. There we go. Yep, there we go. I don't know why I had a pause to do that. It was just a nice moment. I forgot what I was saying, so we're just gonna skip ahead a little bit, okay? Potatoes. Potatoes come into play because they were poor, okay? And like farmers needed like an easy crop to grow that was like sufficient and it's just dark. Why is it so dark? What the heck? I thought it was like time to go to sleep. It's not. You clickbaiter. Here, we'll collect some rainwater. Come here. Give me the water. Will this actually work? I don't know if that actually works or not, but if it does, it'll be super cool. Hey, someone give me this guy a name. If I get a name tag, top comment is his name. So if you put a whole sentence, whatever you put, make sure it fits on a name tag, and that's his name. There you go. There we go. That's how I get the comments flying, people. Viewer interaction is through the roof. Everybody's commenting all of a sudden. Everybody wants their chance to name him. What was I saying? Oh yeah, potatoes. The point of the famine. So when it came to finding crops that Ireland or Irish farmers could actually use to reliably like feed the people in this time of like poverty and brokenness, they were like, hey, you know what? We need something that can like cover as many food groups as possible. Give our poor boys enough sustenance where they don't die. So the potato comes in, and it's a starchy food that like immediately becomes a staple. I'm talking about everybody who's anybody is out here munching on this stuff. Like, oh, potato, yum, yum, yum. Anyway, so the potato becomes like super important and impactful, okay? Like it's changing lives. Farmers are like, oh my goodness, we can actually use this stuff. Life is great. And then, and then the Irish government's like, wait. Because remember, this is before the famine. The Irish government says, I know exactly what we need to do. Corn. But not just any corn. No. Corn from the United States of America. Yeah, they just requested corn from us. They were like, hey, listen, my country's dying. Can you please give us corn? And the rain clears. On cue. Come on, what do you think we're done? We got more villages to scout out. So United States, they like look it over and they're like, we could give you this corn. And this isn't in my notes, but I just remember it. So like during this party, I think there was like some Whig candidate. It was like very laissez-faire, because I was like all the Whig party was known for laissez-faire economics and like stuff. They were like, you know, nah, you don't actually need our corn. You guys can starve for a little bit. It's fine. So yeah, Ireland does not get any support from the United States. So yes, sirree, Bob, you can add us to the list of people that made the Irish potato famine even worse than it already was for them. So given the situation, you can see just how much more important the potato became, because there was legit no other food source that they were possibly getting. Okay, they weren't getting corn from the US. They weren't getting love from their own country. They weren't getting love from their king, who obviously wouldn't love them, because what ruler actually loves their subjects? No. All they had was potatoes, okay? And all that would come to a crashing halt in 1845. You know, 2 years later, when blight would come and just absolute ravish their crops. Okay, initially it was just a small amount, okay? It wasn't like every single potato got infected with it. They were still kind of eating. But when the blight came in, everyone was like, oh, what's this? I don't know how to treat this. This is weird. This is foreign. Hey, look! A village. I didn't actually expect to see this here. I didn't think if I just climbed this random mountain, there would be a forest up here. A forest? A village. And why is it stood? Hold on, you stay here. Why is this stood on top of Netherrack? Is there a portal inside? What the heck? Dude, there's just a portal inside this house. Imagine all the people who clicked off the video and didn't get to see this crazy feat. This is impressive. I've never, not once in my life, seen this before. Are these potatoes? Potato! Get famined, nerd. Get absolutely destroyed. I don't have my hoe on me, do I? I do. Famining the villagers. Anyway, more Hey, don't mess with me. Okay, anyways, more talk about famine. So look, Ireland was facing blight, okay? But blight only in the potato crop, because that's legit the only crop that they were like actively producing. And there's probably some other stuff that was occurring, maybe like some barley or wheat or like other small things that were so incremental and like minute. Is it really worth mentioning in an essay? Yeah, guys, you're getting famined, pal. In fact, I'm gonna famine you guys so hard, I'm gonna steal your jobs to where you can't even replant it. Yeah, your replanters won't know what to do without their little box missing. Give me this. Your life is ruined. That's it. So again, famine hits, okay? 1845. Now the blight's starting to spread even further than it already has. And then Ireland once again is like, yo, US, like my homie. But obviously, I mean, we're still under Whig involvement here. Like, it hasn't been a whole 4 years, okay? Our guy doesn't just die and then get replaced like you guys. I mean, he technically does, but shut up. Okay, we're better. They get denied again, and Ireland's not looking too pretty, okay? They're under British control, but they're resulting to asking Britain's former enemies and rivals in war for help. That's how you know they're in the slums and struggle. Okay, so the following year, 1846, some public work systems, they start to form up, and they're like, okay, listen, we're screwed. Let's just face it. We gotta wait the sucker out. We gotta hope that the blight isn't gonna just like absolutely wipe out our people. One can hope. Okay, it's not to say that this is like a guaranteed thing or sure shot fire plan. It's just a maybe. So some work systems were established, some soup kitchens were formed. They were just trying to do anything in their power, man, to stay alive, and I can't blame them. I mean, is that another village? Or was that the village previously? So you really can't blame them, because it's like you're just trying to stay alive, man. It's like you understand how dire and just, as the kids would say, cooked you are. That sounded weird coming out. I'm never doing that again. Do you understand your situation? It's like you have to do something, okay? So they formed soup kitchens, they formed these public work systems, but implementation was slow, okay? They have no money to fund this stuff, so it's like all crowdfunded. And how can you do a crowdfund if no one has any money? That's impossible. So they were slow getting it started. When it eventually got started, the effects were minor, okay? They kept people alive long enough to like continuously help each other. It was like it's like a ring around the rosy of help and assistance. That's the basic. If you thought the United States was bad for being laissez-faire, you can blame the British for it too, okay? They also had a laissez-faire policy going on. Like, everyone was just being lazy in government right now. They were just like, you know what? We'll let this problem sort itself out, okay? Britain's laissez-faire policy, they were like, let's just not help. We'll just let them solve this issue on their own, because obviously that'll work. I have nothing to put in my flower pot. I'm looking and there's like actually nothing. You can't put a potato in a flower pot. Let me not try that and look stupid. Let's go find something interesting to put in a flower pot. Something more interesting than like these normal flowers. Okay. Now the plot thickens. Okay, so sure, Europe was being lazy, but they weren't like, I'm not just gonna let you guys die necessarily by my direct hands. I'm gonna let you guys slowly pass away. Okay. No. You see, instead, Britain was like, let's have this policy, or this act, in 1847, the Act for Temporary Relief, which, as the name implies, was temporary relief for the Irish. Just like, we're gonna temporarily help you guys out. What did they do? Not much. That was it. Not much at all. Sat there, they made an act to, I guess, like, make the people think all is well. It was not well. People were still dying. Okay, the crisis only escalated, man. I'm talking about, like, crop continued to fail. This was now looking at, like, a multiple year dilemma. Like, it already was before. Ooh, mushrooms. Maybe I'll put that in my bag. It was already, like, an issue beforehand where it was like, I mean, look, we're not getting anything. We're starving. Maybe it'll be over, okay? 2 years passed. 3 years have now passed. And guess what, pal? You are still starving. So that's where you went, you dirty rascal. You thought I forgot about you? No. Come back here. Hey, come here. Take this hoe. You're now mine. Where are you going? I own you. You're supposed to follow me. Oh my gosh. I'm over here trying to hire servants. And this happens. Just my luck. Just my luck. Throughout the years, starving wasn't enough for the Irish, okay? I mean, clearly... Oh, bunny. So their situation got even worse. And I feel like I've said that repeated amount of times, but you guys get the point, okay? Like, these guys were dying out here. They were just dead in the ground. They should have gone extinct. Ireland should have passed away at this point, man. People were dropping like flies. I'm talking about 4 years now and counting without your most substantial food source, and you want us to stay alive? Get out of here. I like killing mobs. Let's go. If this proves to be a bad idea, then I'll back away. Oh wait, come on, skeleton. No. Hit the creeper. Do it! Do it! Oh my gosh! No! You die. No, you die. Your rights to live are gone. You too. He just wouldn't shoot the arrow. He just wouldn't shoot the arrow. Round 2. I'm gonna now continue to speak while also doing this at the same time. This is an incredibly feat. Incredibly. Just shoot the creeper, man. Just come on. Oh, one more shot. Come on. Do it. Kill him. Kill him. Yo, we got a music disc. Which one? It better not be stall. It better not be. Anyways, so look, people were dying. Okay, more emphasis on dying. They weren't just dying of hunger. No, now they had diseases to worry about. Yeah, there was diseases like, let me look at my notes, typhoid and chloria, and they exacerbated. Yeah, I know that word. They exacerbated the death toll. Okay, I'm talking about people were just bubbled up and dead. That's the only way I know to explain it. Okay, you're dying of hunger and now you have diseases. Things were not looking too hot for the Irish. How long has this recording been? 36 minutes. That is why it's called a yap, people. Oh my gosh. I'm just gonna sit here and talk for a little bit. Actually, let me go to the caves, because mining is like something I can like mindlessly do. That's... Oh, should we just... No! I want a friend. Information of the Young Ireland's like just popped up. They were like, you know what? If our government won't help us, we have to help ourselves type deal, okay? And I can respect that, okay? They're standing up for what's right. Except they failed. They did absolutely nothing. Because the authorities suppressed the movement within like a month. I'm talking about a month max. That was it. Oh. Okay. Like the second they were like, okay guys, we call ourselves the Young Ireland, and then boom, they're shut down. Authorities are like, no. This sounds like a radical movement. You know, as governments are about anything radical, we don't like that. And I mean, I guess in a way it makes sense because it's the 1800s and everyone wants like total control of every single detail in a person's life. And they were trying to like legit start an uprising against the British. So you can imagine how that would have gone if that actually played out. Ireland would have actually been dead. So in like a, you know, it's not as bad as it looks type of way. It's not as bad as it looks, okay? I mean, in the long term, it was probably better for them to get shut down than if they were to actually stay alive. I'm just saying. I'm just gonna hop on my horse and keep telling the story. We're running late on time. Your attention span is already cooked. See? I used the word again. Did it sound better this time? I'm not sure. It still sounds weird. I'm trying to get used to saying the word cooked so I can be like, I think it'll give me more views if I say it. Flash forward a little bit. 1851. The Irish population has dropped from a total of 8.1 million from the start of 1841 to 6.5 million post-famine. Yeah, we're just getting to the end of the famine because, like, let's be real, absolutely nothing happened in between terms. Like, Queen Elizabeth stops by for like a week. She just comes and visits Ireland and then does absolutely nothing. She just lets the people die, and that's kind of it. It's just death, more death. Wait a sec. I had music turned off. I don't know why the game was so quiet. There's no music playing. What the heck? How do I get the Minecraft soundtrack playing? I have to just run around and wait? Oh well. So like Queen Liz, she does nothing, okay? Was it Queen Liz? I don't think it was Queen Liz. It was some other queen. Queen Elizabeth was not alive in the 1800s. Wait a second. Queen Elizabeth? No, not Queen Elizabeth. Was it Diana? No. It was one of those British queens. They all have the same names. But the queen visits. She's like, oh wow, you guys must really hate your lives here. And the starving Irish are like, yes we do. Please give us food. And she's like, oh no, help the poor? Absolutely not. And then like dips immediately because she's like, I don't want anything to do with the poor. Don't touch my coat. You'll get poor all over it. What would I look like being stuck in poverty? Absolutely not. I'm the queen of this country, for crying out loud. Some other things happen. I mean, Daniel O'Connell, he comes back into play. Even though he did absolutely nothing during the like, starvation of the whole country that he at one point was trying to save. But let's be real, he started doing some really shitty stuff. In fact, he started doing more of those like crazy deals and like secret meetings, but like in public, and got caught for it. And he was sentenced to like, I think 6 months in prison, but he got out on like a good trial. Like someone like bailed him out or something. And it was pretty impressive actually. I wrote about it in my essay for a little while. I needed to fill the word count out. Also, professor, if you somehow see this video, no, it was not fluff. And please raise my grade. Just round up, I need the B. I have straight A's and everything else, man. I can't have this random 79 in there. I'm bad at science, people. Oh, did I mention that this was for an environmental science class? Yeah, this wasn't even a history class. My teacher asked me to write, or my professor, for my fourth grade college classes, he asked me to write. He asked everyone, actually, not just me. Wow, so pretentious. He asked me to write. No. He asked everyone to write about... He asked everyone to write about some environmental issue, and here I was thinking, I was like so smug, and so coy, like, look at me, guys, I'm going to write about the potato famine. And then everyone was doubting me, like, oh, that's so dumb, don't do that. You're gonna run out of things to say. How are you gonna talk about the potato famine for 1,500 words? Pal, I just spent 43 minutes recording talking about the potato famine. Don't even try to stoop to my level, okay? My ability to yap and talk about pointless things continuously in a manner that has no true structure is impressive. Honestly, I should have made my channel more about telling stories and less about PvP because I cannot PvP. Please send your tips and helps. Please send me like an email or something. I don't know if someone actually sends me an email, I'll like respond. I don't know what I'll do. I finally decided on like what on heck. Yeah, that's enough speaking for today. I finally decided what the heck I'm gonna actually like do. I'm just gonna make one of these little snow golems. It's legit just gonna live so I can get snowballs that I don't really need. So I don't entirely know why I'm getting them. I think it's just because I'm bored and need content right now. So I can talk about the potato famine and its results, okay? Long term, it jacked the country up. That's really all you gotta know. Just know, long term, country was not looking pretty, okay? I mean, sure, by 1851, the famine was over, okay? Blight was no longer like a serious issue, at least for their crops. It was probably still an issue elsewhere in the world. But as far as Ireland was concerned... No! No. You should be safe now. As far as Ireland was concerned, I mean, they could care less. I mean, like, look, if other people's potatoes were dead, so be it. Because honestly, who was there helping Ireland when they needed it? That's what I'm trying to figure out. When Ireland needed help the most, legit nobody came to back them up. It's pretty hilarious. But from a population of 8.1 million to now 6.5 million, let's face it, the Irish potato famine was actually devastating. I mean, we all talk about it, but let's be real. Was it really a famine or more starvation? Okay, because hear me out. I have a little theory that I'm sure you could. This famine could have been over. Could have been done. Like, sure, no potatoes, but like, there's more food in the world than just potatoes. Like, there's a picture of something that's not a potato that you can eat like food. The music's kicking in. I'm about to give some like highly intellectual and like super thought-provoking message right here to end the video off. Oh my gosh, okay, the pressure's on. I believe wholeheartedly that the Irish potato famine wasn't in fact a famine, but rather a starvation. A starvation of a country, not only its resources, people, food, products, domestics, and a bunch of other stuff that I can't really name or think of right now to sound intelligent. And it was a starvation of Ireland by literally every other country that they tried to reach out to. The British were like, we're legit not gonna touch anything you guys do. Can you like hit your shots, kid? Please. They were legit like, you know what? We're just not gonna do anything for you. We're just gonna let you guys starve. Because starving is cool, right? You mean to me you don't like starving? You don't like not being able to eat? What is that? You want food? You don't need food. Look at me. All I ate today was a slice of cake. I'm thriving right now. Yes! Yes! We got him. My head's in the block. Not eating. He just spawned in front of me, and now he's stuck on the boat. Now you're probably doing the math in your head. You're like, wait a second. Quen, but you just said the population went from 8 million to 6.5 million, and only 1 million people died. what happened to the other million? Well, thankfully, during this entire time, people were actually smart enough to, like, flee the country. They realized that, like, hey, maybe, staying and subjecting yourselves is be a dumb path that I've had. Or you can click this other video on the right side of the screen. You can see more of this guy. Yeah. Oh!